Oh my goodness, what's happening? Whoa! Let's go! Let's go, we're back! Oh my goodness. I hope everybody's doing well. What's happening? Okay, so lots of things I need to tell you about. First of all, probably the most important thing that you should know is that the way that we're going to raise money for charity is once again going to go through the memberships. And so I think to be safe, I just need to explain this again quickly. So YouTube takes a percentage of all of the money, right? Of course they do. They're a business. They've got to make money. That's how they make their money. They take their cut. Also, when this money comes in, it looks like it's going into my pocket, right? So there will be taxes taken out of it. And so to, I guess, make up for both of those things happening, for every membership that is joined, $2 is going to go to charity, right? So the least, I guess, expensive membership you can join is $2.99. $2 of every one of those memberships is going to go to charity. Also, there are 3 other tiers that cost more money to join, right? $2 from each of those memberships that are joined is going to go towards charity as well. The rest, if you decide to join one of those other more expensive memberships, the rest of that money is going to go towards this YouTube channel to help pay for all of it, right? We're trying to continue to be able to do this as well, right? So, of course, there are costs for all of these things, but I think that it's likely we're going to raise a lot more money for charity if we do it through memberships than even if we're only taking $2 from every membership versus $3 from every membership. It's gonna work better for everyone, especially the kids that we're trying to raise money for. So that's why I'm doing it. Ultimately, that is why I'm doing it this way. Something we can all be happy about, proud of. The charity probably is going to be No Kid Hungry. I guess I haven't fully decided on that. It's what it was. Everybody was happy with it before. I think it should be fine to do that again. If people would rather do something different than No Kid Hungry, you can suggest that to me, and I'm happy to listen. I don't know what we're going to do with that. But anyway, it's February now, so $2 from every membership, whether it's already been joined or it's joined from this point moving forward, whatever, $2 from every membership at the end of this month will go towards charity. It will be very transparent. You'll be able to see it all, just like it's always been. So that's what's going on. So that is part of what I need to talk about. The other stuff I need to talk about are all these awesome Legos. So we've got Lego Cat. Meow. And so Lego Cat, I think, is something that we're going to give away. I think it's going to be a giveaway. And then we also have this book from Lego Boat, the Steamboat. I'm definitely keeping that Steamboat. I think it's awesome. I love it. I don't know how I would ship it anyway. I'm keeping that one. But I'm happy to get rid of the instruction manual, if anybody would be interested in winning that. I also need to let you know that I made, in this past week, I went ahead and I made this, the Lego astronaut. This one is Jez Kitty, the astronaut. I think this one was you. That's done. Let me just show you. I'll show you. Because why not? And hopefully I can get this thing down without wrecking a bunch of stuff. Okay, right on. So here it is. Ooh, there goes Jez Kitty floating around. Being awesome. Out in the middle of outer space. And I don't know. It's pretty cool. You can move its legs. I don't know exactly where to hold this thing. But you can move its legs around and reposition, you know. You can move its arms. What's happening. Do all that kind of good stuff. And you can actually, obviously, you can take it off of this stand if you want. How do I do that? Oh, okay. And I think you can even, like, its head opens. I'm just trying to show you all the stuff that can happen with this guy. You can see in here. Oh, wait. Before I do that, maybe I have to open something else. I forget now exactly how all this works. All right, so that folds down now. That folds down. See, you got like it's more of a robot, I think, than it is an actual person. But once you shut all this stuff back up, you can't tell. As far as we know, that's Jez Kitty in there, hanging out, floating around. Woo! Driving around with the, you got like a joystick right here. See it? Keep your hand on there. Don't let go of it. Should be fine. Everything should be fine. Anyway, I got that done over this past weekend. The reason why I did it off camera is because it was a gift from Taylor. And I could have done it on camera, but I have been, honestly, bored out of my mind. We got so much snow, and not only that, it's been so daggone cold outside. You cannot go out there. You can't be outside. It's too cold. So I've got, this is just, I basically had this out to make people aware, to remind me that I should tell you that I made it. But, so this one is from Destiny Hutchinson, right? This one is from Aaliyah. This one is from Aram. Oh my goodness. So, these things, I definitely want to make these with you so that you can be part of them, because they were gifts from, not from my wife and kids, right? So, this one, we've got the option to make a squirrel. I think we're going to do that. And then that will be ready to be given away. This one's got 3 different options too. It's either a camera, a little tiny, like, TV, I think. Maybe like I'm not exactly sure what that is. And a camcorder. I don't know. We'll have to figure out which one of these we want to make. I don't know exactly what that is. Is it a TV? Anyway, I want you to see. So you got this camera. You got the camcorder, right? Old school. And then, what is that? Whatever that is. You guys can let me know which one of those you want me to make. I think they're all kind of cool, right? And then the next one, this is amazing. I mean, this is a 3-in-1 as well, right? So I forget already. I don't know my dinosaurs as well, but you got like the pterodactyl, right? And then you've got the T-Threat, obviously. I think that's the one we're going to do. But the other one is a brontosaurus. Is it brontosaurus? I'm so sorry. Leaf, you know what it is. But I think we're going to do the T-Threat, the T-Rex from this one. So, Aram, thank you so much for that. Anyway, let's, here's what I need to say. Daggone, there's so much I have to say if we're doing giveaways. First of all, the giveaway that I do, any and all giveaways that I may do on this have no association with, they are not in any way affiliated with YouTube. So you should know that. Also, what you need to know is that there is no purchase necessary to be involved. So that you might be able to be one of the people who wins one of these giveaways. You don't have to buy anything at all. Even though I'm raising money for charity and I'm not going to take a penny, I have to say that there is no purchase necessary to keep it legal. Whatever. So, no, you don't have to buy a membership to be in a position to possibly win one of these giveaways, but I will tell you this, you'd be a whole lot cooler if you were a member and you won. And everyone can agree with that. I can't do this a different way. Just know that we're trying to raise money for charity. If you win one of these Lego things, please consider joining a membership on this page. That means that you're giving money to charity. Is that fair? I think that's the best that I can do. I can't make anybody do anything, but I think that as long as we all know that the goal is to raise money for charity, I think we can do that. I'm gonna put this Lego cat right here. It's gonna hang out right there. We'll see it tomorrow during Gym Buddy too. I don't know. But my goodness, let's go. Lego cat with extra eyeballs and an extra chin. Just in case you want to keep its mouth shut. Oh, you can't even see it anymore. It's all good. All right, and then this. The boat, the daggone steamboat instruction manual. We'll get that out to somebody too. And let's do it soon. I don't know. I also have a P.O. box. I need to go get stuff from my P.O. box at some point. I don't know if they notify me when there's stuff there or if I just have to go check it every now and then. But there's a lot that's going to be different now moving forward. Exciting. All of it's very cool, fun stuff. It's just you need to know what's coming up. Right on. So, I think what I want to do first is the Squirrel. Destiny Hutchinson. Thank you so much. So, let's do it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how many pieces does it say? I'm sure it says on here somewhere. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So, let's just see what we got in here. That's everything. Okay, so that, if you want to make the dog, you look at that one. If you want to make the duck, you look at that one. We want to make this squirrel. So, this is what I'm going to keep my eyes on. And there are only 3 bags total. So I think I'll keep all this stuff in here. And let's just start at the very beginning with bag number 1 and see how far that takes us. I've already been talking for way too long. I just had to make you aware of a couple things. But I'm hoping that everything I said made sense. If not, I'm sure we'll go over it again. But yes, we are, if you want to give to charity, you join a membership. That's where it's coming from. And then I guess, I don't know, obviously whatever money goes into the fundraiser tab, that will go towards charity as well. I don't ever touch that. I don't have access to that. So if you'd rather do that, then do that. But Anyway, we can do both. You know what I'm saying? I just thought it'd be better. I talk about it more. I don't know. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe I just talk about it more when we're raising money through memberships. Maybe that's what makes the money come in, is just talking about it more. And I don't know. Maybe I notice it more when it's memberships because I see it. Otherwise, I have to... all right, here we go. Got another one of these. My goodness. Bag of tricks. Keep it close by. Otherwise, I got to search it out. And I don't do that every day. So, this is going to be better. Let's run with it. I'm not going to even organize this. Should we just go for it? I got these. These are glasses that I got at Target. These are not the glasses that I ordered. Everybody saw the glasses that I ordered. Turns out those were wrong. Those weren't even right. They're supposed to be bifocals, and they weren't. And so, of course, I don't know. I've never had glasses before. I thought, heck on, these glasses, you just really takes a while to get used to them. No, they were made wrong. Now I know that. I sent them back. I should have the exact same pair, but the correct pair. The correct lenses in a couple weeks. I've got these on standby. If I need them, they're right here. But let's go. What do you think? Should we just go for it? Let's go for it. Let's go. I'm a little bit concerned because I'm not kidding you. The very, very first piece that it's asking me to put on, I don't see it. And it's not because I'm blind either. It's a white piece and that's not here. Where is it? Unless... Crazy. Is it two of these? No, it's just one. Wild. My goodness. I really... I don't know what to do. Oh, you know what? You know why? Look at this. This is why. You don't open just one bag, you open all three of them at the same time. That's why. All right, well, let's do it then. My goodness, that's kind of a lot. That's a lot, isn't it? Is that just crazy? Let's do it. Let's get crazy then. That's crazy is what it is. That's all you can say. Well, let's do it. That's what it wants. Unless you're chicken. Okay, that's going to be nuts. It's just going to be nuts. Lots of pieces. Well, let's go then. And, oh my goodness, this is the only thing that stresses me out about these. You can't. I think there was even a clear bag that I somehow left a piece in. Remember when I found the one piece in the clear bag? Come on, man. So there are pieces that are similar to the one I'm looking for. But I think the one... I can't believe this. I got to open all three bags. And potentially the bags... Nope. It's right here. So that is the piece I was looking for. My goodness. Well, I might as well open this too. If we're here, we're this far into it. What difference does it make now? My goodness, this is bonkers. Look at that. Look at this. Bonkers! Legos! You've got... You've gone crazy this time. So, all right, we're doing it. I just dropped one piece. It's right here. Okay, here we go. Keeping these real close. So, step one. Bam. There it is. My gosh. Wow. Lots going on here on this table. Okay. So I got to tell you something. This is crazy. And a lot of you are probably going to go, what? But there's something that I have done that I've been meaning to do for a long, long time. And I finally made the decision and said, I'm doing it now. I'm doing it. And I've done it. And again, this is going to shock a lot of you, but so 1 week ago, oh my goodness, I don't know what time it is right now. Like now, for me, not when this airs, but in this very moment. I think it's probably real close to being exactly 1 week ago. I smoked my last cigarette. I haven't had a cigarette or any nicotine otherwise for a solid week. And I want to tell you some stuff about it. Oh my goodness. Woo! All right, so first of all, I read a book that got me like ready, or as ready as a person can be. It's called The Easy Way. The Easy Way to Quit Smoking. And it talks you through how you can basically self-hypnotize yourself, pretty much, and actually quit smoking. And the success rate of people quitting this way is very high. And I think that I'm going to be another success story. And so, it's not been easy, but it's been something that I think is probably going to be very, very, a decision that I'm really going to appreciate. I already do, but I'm kind of in the middle of like trying to figure out exactly how I feel. Because I have a whole lot of chemicals exiting my body just because I'm not replenishing them as they're leaving, and it's made me feel very strange. It's really good, obviously, to quit smoking, but it doesn't come without its own kind of weird withdrawals is what it is. I mean, that's exactly what it is. But I'm going to tell you something. 1 week, and the things that have changed for me is I can breathe better. Believe it or not, already in 1 week. Also, I'm sick. I've got like I think they call it quitter's flu or something like that. I pretty much feel like I have the flu. I know that I don't. I know that I feel the way that I do because I've researched it and I've prepared myself, all this stuff for this exact experience. Of course, I've never done it before, never had it before, but I read about it, so I knew what to expect. And I don't know how long it lasts is the only thing, and I think that's different for everyone. Lots of factors play into that, but yeah, that is one of the things that I've been really focused on this week. While you haven't seen me, is not smoking. And so if I can say this, if that's something that you have considered, I think that what you're going to know is that it's possible and it's not terribly hard. I am happy to be perfectly honest with anybody who wants to know more about it, because I think that that's fair, and I think that that honestly is something that will help someone who wants to quit. Know what you're up against. Like really understand what it is that you're gonna do and go through and all the stuff. I'm happy to share that with anybody who wants to know. And it's not, I think once you make the decision that it is something that you want to do and you really do it, like you can't say I want to do it and then try, but then not really try. Like you have to do it, right? And this book helps you get to a point where you work it out with yourself. And you get to a point where you say, all right, this is it. This is the last cigarette I'm going to ever smoke. And you smoke that cigarette, and when you put it out, that's it. So you do that. But you smoke while you're reading the book up until that point, right? And I want to tell you, I think that just like so many other people who have done it this way, it's going to work for me. And I am thrilled about it because, my goodness, for so many reasons. But I will say this, so as a person who smokes, I recognize, and I've always known that it's not healthy to be a smoker. Of course I've known that. When you're a smoker who's not ready to quit, you are an addict. And it's not that you don't care, it's until you get your head right and decide, I'm quitting, you don't have the strength, I don't think, to make wise decisions about it. I think that's just basically it. You don't have the strength because there's so many things about smoking and the addiction to smoking cigarettes that are so strong. They seem so insignificant when you just think about them, like, well, you know, it's just this, and it seems so insignificant. And it seems like if you're not a smoker, you would say, how is it hard for you to make the decision to stop doing that? When you are a smoker, you are terrified at the idea of stopping smoking, quitting smoking. You're horrified by even considering doing that. It's the truth. I know that because that was me. I finally got to a point where I thought, I don't want to live this way anymore. I read this book, and here I am, a week into it, and I'm feeling a lot better than I have in a long, long time. Things are weird right now because my body is like detoxifying. There's no nicotine left in my system. That apparently after 72 hours, that's all the way gone. And then the thing about smoking, though, is that you don't just get nicotine. You get a whole bunch of other chemicals in your body, too. And so those don't necessarily all come out in the first 72 hours. It takes time for a lot of that other stuff to finally make its way out of your body. But it's happening. And also, I've had headaches. I have had basically like a cold kind of feeling, blowing my nose a lot. I have not slept really well. I've slept really well, too well, though. I slept through the night, 8 hours, and then I've also taken a nap every single day. I'm exhausted. I think because my body is healing, my body is searching for, where is this? You were giving me so much for so long. And now I'm not. And my body's like, whoa, dude, where is it? Also, I'm exhausted because I'm healing, because I feel better. I mean, it's ridiculous, crazy, right? But that's what's going on. And I know that the further along I do this, the better things get. I know that. That makes sense to me. And it's not been terribly, terribly hard to not go smoke. Again, I made the decision. I read the book. It's time for me to move on without that. And so that's what I'm doing. Anyway, I guess I don't know. What I would like to know is, once I do get out of this kind of fog that I'm in, and that's the best way to explain how I feel right now, kind of like a fog. Once I'm past this, I really wish right now that there was a way for me to just get a taste, like even if I come back to this fog, like, here's 30 seconds of what you're going to feel like 2 weeks from now if you continue to not smoke. If I could get that, my goodness, that would be amazing to just have that. Oh my goodness, yes, it's totally worth it. I'm already feeling like, yes, this is totally worth it. Also, I'm in a little bit of a fog. So I'm just telling you, in case you're one of these people who's been smoking and are thinking, yeah, I'm over it. It's time. It's time for me to quit. I know it's so scary. I know it is, but daggone it. And just like other people told me, I will tell you, if I can do it, you can do it too. I promise you. I promise you. When it comes to smoking, if I can quit, you can too. But yeah, I want to be completely honest with anybody who gets any information from me, because I like to just do that anyway, right? I think that's the most helpful. So yeah, at this point, am I completely like over it? Don't miss cigarettes, don't feel bad, feel great, all the good stuff? No, I'm not. I don't miss cigarettes, I don't think. I just don't feel great. I'm not all the way on the other side of it yet. And that, I think, honestly, is something that helps me not miss cigarettes, because cigarettes are 100% to blame for the way that I'm feeling right now. No question about it. 100%. And whatever. I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing, and eventually I'll get there. But yeah, it doesn't happen like that. It doesn't. Know that when you're getting ready to do it. But also, the book, I don't know how much the book cost me. It's called The Easy Way. Alan, heck on, I'll get it. If anybody wants to know, leave a message in the comments and I'll tell you exactly what the book is called. Alan Carr, I think is the author's name. Anyway, yeah. Worth it, however much it costs. If it costs, I'm not kidding you, if it costs $100, it's worth it. I've already saved $91. If it cost, and this is part of the book too, if it cost $50,000, the average person who smokes, I'm sorry that I'm making this all about cigarettes, the average person who smokes in their lifetime, if you smoke like an average smoker smokes for 20, 25 years, 30 years, whatever, you would not believe how much money you spend doing that over that amount of time. You would not believe it. It's more than $100,000. So yeah, don't. For that reason alone, don't start smoking. Don't continue to smoke. Get the book if you need it and read it. And it is worth the money. But my goodness. Anyway, it makes things easier. So I do suggest, if you want to quit, read the book. Anyway, that's been a whole lot about what's been going on with me since you've seen me last. And anyway, so far, I guess I can say it's going well because I haven't smoked. I don't know. Kind of crazy. I smoked for 35 years. Just about a pack a day for 35 years. So what, that's a pretty big change for me. But once I'm all the way on the other side of it, I'm going to let you know. Am I better? And I will be honest. I think I will be. Everyone who's done it is probably like, yeah, you definitely will be. Well, I don't know that yet because I haven't been there, right? So I can't say, let's go. I'll be honest with you though. And if I do feel that much better, you'll know it. If I don't, you're going to know that too. I'm happy to be honest with you. I think I will. And if I didn't think that I would not be doing it. Because again, it's easier to smoke than it is to quit smoking. But here we are. What in the world? I tell you what, this kind of having all these pieces out at once, it's cool. It kind of makes me feel like I'm living on the edge a little bit, but also I think the one thing I like about opening new bags is celebrating along the way. We got that one done. Let's go. Let's do another one. Like that. I think I like that part of it. Whatever. This is different, and I'm glad we're trying it out. I don't want to do them all like this. I know that much. But I think for now, this is cool. What am I looking for here? I know what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that looks like that, but is smaller. So, it makes a difference to be able to see. Oh my. Well, I have to organize things a little bit because I'm going nowhere until I do. I recognize that. I'm surprised there are this many pieces that are like that. My goodness. And I guess the other thing I want to know is the piece that I'm looking for actually over here? It is. It's right here. My goodness. And there's the other one. Anyway, Gym Buddy should be easier. I should get more out of that. Right? We'll see. I don't know. Oh my goodness. So, there's that. And these are the same, right? Like, I could sit here like this, and I can look at you, and I'm not looking through these lenses. These are better because they're skinnier this way. They're still not great, but these are my temporaries until I get what I need. I think they said February 13th. Whatever. finally got a person on the phone, thank God, from this company that I've been using. And you know what? If I didn't, it would have been ordered wrong again. I said, man, I said, can you tell me what it is that you're making for me and sending me? Because when I did my return, there wasn't an option for me to tell you exactly why I was returning it. And he said, yeah, you're returning it because your lenses are scratched. And I said, no, I'm not. And he said, that's what you said. And I said, I recognize that's what I said, but that's not why. That was, you gave me like 6 choices, and I had to pick one. None of them were right. The reason that I'm sending these back is because they're wrong. There's not a scratch on them. Nothing is wrong with the glasses other than the lenses are wrong. You made them wrong. My goodness, it was really frustrating. We're going to get there, though. We're going to get there, and I'm going to have glasses that are going to make it so that I can see. Excuse me. And that's going to be a pretty good time. Pretty good time being able to see. I just imagine, you know. It always was before I lost my vision. I did enjoy seeing quite a bit. I do remember that being a thing. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's the update on the glasses. My glasses. I hope everybody else is doing well. I haven't talked to anybody for a long time, it feels like. My goodness, when you're so regular with stuff, and then you take a week off, feels like a whole year's gone by. I know it hasn't. We're coming into it already with this thing. My goodness. It's a daggone squirrel. All right. Yeah. Anyway, not to talk about it more, but I'm just saying, if there's anybody out there who, and I know this, if you are a person who's ready to quit smoking and you want to talk to somebody about it, I will talk to you about it. If you're not, I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm not telling you that you should be. Because I know how that went when people would say that to me. I thought, yeah, right on. I get it. If you're not ready, you're not ready. If you are ready, you want to talk about it, I'll tell you what I know. Goodness. What a mess. All right then. Squirrel. Have you seen my squirrel? I want to tell you something else. This is kind of strange, too. 3 in 1. Am I going to be able to make all 3 of these things? I'm kind of thinking that maybe I am this time. Maybe not, but I'm kind of thinking that maybe I am. And my goodness, we'll find out. We're going to keep going. We'll just see. I don't know. Sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. you get the option to make one of three in some cases, and then in other cases you make all three, I guess. I don't know. Let's just keep going. Don't worry about it. How's that sound? Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Okay. Lots of pieces out. There it is. That's what I want right there. And that. My goodness. I'm telling you, this daggone squirrel's about done already. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's almost done. I think we're going to make all three. I think we're making all three. Let's go. All right. Now that goes there. And then one of these guys. Whoa, careful now. There. This guy. This guy. All right. I'm telling you right now. It's coming together pretty quickly. I like it. Okay. Now. There. It is currently like -3 degrees outside my house. When I woke up this morning, it was -9. And you know what? There's so much. I know I mentioned this already. There's so much snow on the ground. It's not just that it's cold. It's just like I've been looking out the window thinking, oh, you know what? As soon as it melts a little bit, I'm going to do this. And it's all this stuff that I see outside that I want to get taken care of. And I've gone out there to do things like take trash outside, right? Put it in the trash can, and I think, whoo, oh, it's too cold. It's too cold right now. I don't care if everything melted. Of course, it's not going to melt because it's too daggone cold. But, oh, I got a bunch of trees I need to get out of the way. Basically, that's the best way to say it, I think. Get them out of the way. I want to be able to cut grass where these trees currently are. And I'm going to make it so that I can. We've all talked about it. But we're going to do it together. We're going to do it together, and it's going to be awesome. Lots and lots of getting these little junky trees cut down and then burnt and then completely out of the way. It's It's going to make things so much better. There's a tree. I'm so glad to find out that it's ours. I thought it was my neighbor's for the entire time that we've lived here. It's got so many vines running through it. It looks like a daggone hornet's nest or something. And I'm afraid, I'm not kidding you, that there may be something in there that could be potentially as dangerous as a hornet's nest. It's just a mess. It's so ugly, and I cannot wait to get rid of it. I'm gonna get rid of it very soon. Just need a little bit of warmth, and it's happening. All right, this is like I don't know what this is. That's awesome. Looks like a ball off a hitch for a truck. Trailer, like the tow package. Hitch. Oh, get through. Okay. Ah, yeah. My goodness. Okay. Ah. Now. Right on. That goes right there. Get on there. So, yeah, I'm excited to get back into it tomorrow too. Did everybody understand what I'm saying? I don't know what kind of membership action is happening during this video, but doesn't matter which level of membership you join, $2 from every membership are going to go to charity. $2. So at the end, and it makes it really easy for me and for you to just see exactly what's going on. At the end of the month, I go to the memberships tab, which is very easy to look at and say, okay, there are this many memberships. Where I look at it, I can look further into it to find out how many in each tier are there, but that's really not important. What's important is how many memberships are there. I take that number times 2. That's what I give to charity. That's what I'm talking about doing. And I think that that's like the easiest way to explain it. I think that it's very understandable, clear. And that's what's going on. And now I'm excited to see those numbers go back up because they were great, then they fell off. Now we're going to bring them back up. Oh, goodness, there it is, my gosh. Looking for you. Worried sick about you. Daggone. Oh, man. And now. Weird looking piece. Have you seen my squirrel? There's part of it. Just part. Is that, I'm trying to determine, I think that's got to be this color. Gotta be. This is what I'm saying. There's too many, it looks like there are too many pieces left here to be part of the squirrel, but are there enough to do 2 other animals entirely? I don't know. Don't know. about to find out, though, aren't we? Mm-hmm. That whole thing right there. Bam! That, to me, looks like it could be a tail for a squirrel. You know what I'm saying? Let's just see what happens. See how it looks once we... Oh! That looks like it could be a daggone tail. And I think that's what it is. Ooh! Alright. Alright. We'll leave that right there. Let's go then. Let's go. So I think what we'll do is we will build this squirrel. And if we get the entire squirrel done and there are pieces left, that means to me that we can make at least one more animal. Maybe we'll just do the squirrel on this video and then make it happen and then do the other animals in the next videos. Split it up that way, you know what I mean? I don't know what's best. I can't think straight. I just told you I'm in a funk. I'm in a fog. I've got lots of chemicals coming out of my body right now. Whoa! And I'll tell you what, you don't want that. More than anything, my goodness. Very, very easily avoidable. I don't think many people smoke anymore, like younger people. I don't think people do it. I just don't think people start doing it. I was 15 years old when I started smoking. And I don't think there's a lot of 15-year-old kids out there smoking right now. You know what? For one thing, it's too daggone expensive. That has changed a whole lot of people's ideas about smoking, and it's on its own. The cost. Just don't do stuff like that. Don't do stuff like that. Daggone it. All right, there it is. Man, tell you what. Yeah, I got a couple of those. I got one right here, and I got another one right here. And I got a couple more after that if you want them. How's that sound? So this is going to go right here. And now, this is kind of wild. What is that? What is that? It looks like it would be yellow, but there it is. It's that. Okay. This is all going to make sense here in just a little bit, I'm sure. Right now it doesn't. See what I'm saying? What is that? What is that? I think it's a squirrel's head. What it is. That's what we're missing, isn't it? Oh, man. Yeah, let's see. So last night I watched Indiana basketball beat UCLA at UCLA, and I'm going to say this out loud because this is exactly how I feel. There were some bad calls towards the end of the game. One of those calls was an out of bounds play where I believe that the ball went off of one of the IU players' hands, meaning it should have been UCLA's ball. They called it that it was IU's ball, and that was frustrating and difficult because it gave UCLA fans and their coach specifically a reason to say that they got cheated. And I want to say, my goodness, I watched the whole game, and I'm not surprised because I've seen this coach before. And this is how this coach is, UCLA's coach. He's a big crybaby. He's a big crybaby all the time, complains about everything. And what he's not recognizing is that the entire game, it was so hard to watch how clearly, I'm not kidding, watch the game. Don't take my word for it. Watch the game. See what you think. How clearly these calls were so daggone in favor of UCLA throughout the entire game, with the exception, I'm not kidding, of that one call. It was a bad call. It was a bad call. That should have been UCLA's ball. But that was one call that went IU's way when, my goodness, the entire rest of the game, and again, please watch it. Don't take my word for it. It was insane to watch how this game was officiated. And it's really unfortunate that it came down to that at the end, because now that coach, crybaby, has actually a good point. What he's failing to say is that he got all kinds of really terrible calls in his favor and in his team's favor throughout the entire game otherwise. Talk about those too, man. You want to talk about bad calls, talk about the ones that went in your favor too, right? That's what I'm doing right now. It's fair. It's fair as long as you say it both ways. And when you don't, and everybody can just go back and check and see, not everybody will, but those who do will just recognize you're nothing but a crybaby. And you had so many chances to win that game, and you couldn't. You didn't because you couldn't, even though they tried to help you do it. Crybaby. Yuck. Also, your team plays like, they kind of play like they're a bunch of bullies, but they're not good enough to be bullies. That's pretty embarrassing too. All right, I'm done. Just going to tell you. I saw it. A lot of other people saw it. Hopefully a lot more people do see it. And maybe take a different approach if you can. Otherwise, you're going to get laughed out of all the games, all the opportunities. You'll be laughed out of them. You don't want that. Look at these weird little daggone pieces. coming up on how long we've been doing this. A little bit over an hour. All right. Well, I really think I'm getting pretty close to being done with the squirrel part. Just got to get ahead on him. Is that right? There we go. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm going to do the other side of his head. Looks like. Anybody gonna watch the Super Bowl? I can tell you one person I know who's excited about it is Benjamin Byron Davis, because his New England Patriots are back in it. My goodness. The New England Patriots. You know what? I'll say this about the Patriots. I don't hate the Patriots, and I don't think I ever did. I think I didn't like them because they always were really good. And I didn't like that because that was a threat to me, because they always played my team, Indianapolis Colts, and they beat them a lot, and I never liked that. But one thing that's kind of fun now is, and I'm not saying, I am not going to tell you that the Patriots beat the Colts because they cheat. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the Patriots beat the Colts because the Patriots beat the Colts. Sometimes also, they definitely cheated. No question about it. Had they not cheated, they still would have won some of those games. Of course they would have. I will say that. But what's awesome right now, their head coach for all the years that they were so good, Bill Belichick, was it was his first year to be eligible, I guess, to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. And they said, no, dude, no. And they said it's likely he didn't get a whole lot of votes because while they were winning all these games, they were being investigated for and sometimes found guilty of cheating. And now, what do you mean? What do you mean you're not going to put me in the Hall of Fame? No, you don't get in for cheating. You don't. You don't get in for cheating. Daggone it. That's not what people celebrate. What can you do in the moment when you either do prove it or can't prove it or whatever, but everybody knows what's going on? What do you do? I guess nothing, because there's not much you can do. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to something that you really want, which is to be in the Hall of Fame, people can just say, no, not that guy. Which is awesome. And I will celebrate that. I will celebrate that and be proud to say, yeah, I am 100% not interested in watching a cheater get to win all the time and make it into the Hall of Fame. You can't have it all while you're cheating. You can't. Can't have it all. And you did for a long time. Have it all. And now you don't anymore. Bummer summer, dude. That's what happens. And if you are on here right now and you're a Patriots fan who's going crazy, throwing a fit, Just remember, you did cheat. You were real good. You were real good. Anyway, but also, you cheated. You did. Everybody knows it. So, get over it. Get over it. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? And I was always told that the phrase was, they hate us because they ain't us. No, that's not why. That's not why. Hate you because you cheat. That's why. Sorry, not sorry. I think that's going to go. All right, well, we got some eyes. We got some eye action. I'm trying to figure out how to put these on. I think it goes like that. I'm going to have to look at this. Oh, it doesn't really say. It doesn't make it clear. Maybe there's another... Almost looks like Bugs Bunny right there, doesn't it? Not the right colors. But these eyeballs, they're... I think that's got to be how that goes. All right, put the head on the daggone thing. Let's go. Oh! That's a squirrel. That's a squirrel right there. Is it not? It is. Okay, let's see what happens now. Oh, okay. It's going to have me make a little acorn or something for this guy to hold on to. I need to steal a cowboy hat and all the other things so I can do this, right? I need to be able to do that with this guy. Need a little cowboy hat. Do I have one that size? Well, actually, yeah, I do. I got a few of them. That could work. Look at that. How cool is that? That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. This is cool too. That could work. I'd have to stab a couple holes in it, but I'm not gonna do that. Somebody made me that and it's awesome. This is a plastic one. It's pretty cool. And then the one that actually probably would work the best is this one that was made, it was knitted. Look at that. That is pretty awesome. Let's go. Okay, so I'm going to say this right now. If the squirrel, which I have all intentions of somebody winning it and having it shipped off, I'm keep that hat as mine. This was a gift. It's not coming with it, but for now, that's what's happening. Let's go wear that little hat. All right, now one more piece here. It looks like, and then we've got whatever this is that it's having me make. I think it's like an acorn. I don't know. Where's the? I just don't know what that is. Oh, here it is. Okay. And now that goes. Just holds it. Yeah. You just hold it. You just hold that sucker. Hey! All right. You can't pick it up by its tail because it's top heavy. But look at that! So you're going to watch me do it. So that is the end. Oh my goodness. That's the end of this squirrel, right? I've got all these other pieces, so that must mean, okay, that I can make the duck and the dog. I'm going to try. Oh my goodness. I'm going to try to make them all. And I think what I have to do is I have to, I'm just going to leave it all just how it is, except I'm going to put those like that, and that way when we come back to this, I'll be able to bring this table back out, and the only things that I'll have to take off are these boxes that are unopened, right? And my goodness, I'm gonna have to find more room again somehow, somewhere. We're gonna figure this out. Anyway, awesome! Thank you so much for hanging out. We're gonna get this all figured out, worked out, and this is gonna be fun. And people are gonna be able to have these things in their own homes. And we're going to raise money for charity in the process. It's going to be fun. Right on. So, again, this one, let me just say thank you to Hutchinson as your last name. And it is Destiny. Destiny_Hutchinson. Thank you so much. Pretty awesome. All right, I'm going to put all this stuff away. Stop this video and get it scheduled so we can, oh goodness, premiere it and hang out a little bit. Tonight is what I'm going to try to do. Okay. So, that's all just going to hang out right there. Oh man. And then I got to put this somewhere, so I'm going to put it for now right there. Clean everything up, and we'll be back at it. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how things go. I know that tomorrow we're doing Gym Buddy in the morning. So 7:45 a.m. Woo! We'll see how that goes. My goodness. Hopefully this cloud will have lifted a little bit, and I'll be able to think a little more straight than I have in the last week. But right on. It's nice. It's nice to be back. Thanks for being here. All right. Take care.